everyone, so we're back at Busch Gardens at kind of a weird time. This is the 1 week where Howl-o-Scream has ended for the year and Christmas Town has not yet started. So in order to get people to visit the park during this week, they are doing Member Appreciation Week. So for members, they are doing, yes, as you can see from the banner behind us, they are doing special events just for members. The big one is the fact that members are allowed to be the last to ride the Loch Ness Monster coaster before they deconstruct it for a refurbishment that is scheduled to open in the beginning of 2025. So after this weekend, Loch Ness Monster will be closed for a long time. It's nice that members are going to get to ride it one last time before they close it. They're also giving away freebies to members, and they have a town hall meeting with Park President Kevin Lemke, where he's going to talk about the future of the park, what they're planning for 2024 and the rest of 2023. So it's going to be exciting to see what the future holds. Let's go take a look at what's going on today. We'll also be using this one and only pre-Christmas Town week to give you a preview of some of the Christmas decorations that you'll be able to see when Christmas Town officially starts. Outside of the park, before you go through security, the old ticket windows have little garland around their archways that are decorated with a whole bunch of round ornaments. All the ticket windows are like that, including the ones that are down this way. But as we're walking in this direction, the other important thing outside the park before going through security that I wanted to show is they have changed their large billboard that they have out here. They have replaced the Howl-o-Scream billboard with one for Christmas Town announcing the dates November 10th through January 7th, as well as the Loch Ness Monster refurbishment. Loch Ness Monster, the legend lives on, which it looks like it's going to open in 2024, the end of 2024 most likely. England is a perfect microcosm of the park as a whole. You can see they have wreaths all over the England area here, but despite the fact that they have all these wreaths everywhere, they still have their Jack the Ripper posters all inside the clock tower here. They haven't bothered to take them down yet. Interesting combination. They put up a nice "thank you for visiting today" to our members banner on the exit overhang, and also put up a sign advertising the Build-A-Bear workshop that's coming soon. I assume that means that it's going into this building right here that used to be the Kidsington shop. As you can see, it's now closed, so it will probably be reopened next year. I don't think we'll see the Build-A-Bear in here anytime this year. You used to be able to pick up your packages if you had them delivered to the front of the park, but now they are actually outside of the park in a little gift shop that's off to the right as you go up the hill. During Howl-o-Scream, they had this fence up in front of Squire's Grill and the funnel cake place in England, and we weren't sure why they decided to close off that area entirely. Now it looks like we have our answer. They're completely redoing the roofs of these buildings over here. The construction is currently in process over the fence. Looking forward to seeing how nice these buildings are when the construction's finished. They've replaced all of the spooky hanging ghosts that were in this area with a bunch of lights. Just round white bulbs. Nothing really outstanding about them. Over here, where they added the digital map, they've put a nice big green border around it with the Busch Gardens logo. They also made sure to put their Coca-Cola sponsorship at the bottom as well. But while they did that, they also took the time to remove the old-fashioned, still non-digital map that used to be over here, so we're back down to one map in this area, which means we're also back down to waiting a long time to be able to read the map. I can't walk by Scotland while our gratuitous Clydesdale buddies are out and not get some shots of them. A couple of hungry horses. The Loch Ness Monster coaster closed to the general public on October 31st. this weekend only, for Member Appreciation Weekend, they are allowing members to have exclusive ride times to be the last to ride on the old version of the coaster before the long refurb that's going to be going on pretty much all next season. So that's a pretty cool perk. It's very unique, and I'm really excited to get to be one of the last to ride this coaster. R.I.P. original Loch Ness Monster. Busch Gardens already has the Christmas Town map up, so you can get a preview of everything that's going to be offered during Christmas Town. The train is going to be the Christmas Town Express again. We're also going to have Toys That Night on Ice and Merry Misfits over in France. The Gloria show, as well as Santa's Fireside Feast over in Ireland. England and the Globe Theatre's having Scrooge No More. Sesame Street is having Elmo's Christmas Wish. They're doing a new Polar Pathway spectacle of lights on the Escape from Pompeii building. It's going to be a little bit different. They did have lights on there in previous years, but they've changed it up, made it a little more elaborate. So we'll see what that looks like coming up. They're having photos with Rudolph over in the Holiday Hills area. The Wise Men show over in the San Marco Theater. The Mistletoe Marketplace over in Oktoberfest. Santa's Workshop, which allows photos with Santa over in the area that they're now calling the North Pole over near Dark Coaster. And then they're having the Celebration of Lights at O Tannenbaum show on the tree out in front of Das Fest House, where inside of Das Fest House they'll be having up on the housetop. So a few new offerings this year. And here's a look at the map legend to let you know what else is on here. Sounds like it's going to be a fun year at Christmas Town. Some noteworthy things on the map. They've added the coming 2024 Loch Ness Monster redo. They've also added coming soon for the Build-A-Bear Workshop at Busch Gardens. It's going to be showing up in England next year. And they also show where the heated seating areas are, which is helpful this time of year. They are the glove logo, like the one right here. I counted about 6 or 7 of them on the map, so that'll definitely come in handy during those colder months. There's another one up here by Trapper's Smokehouse, for example. Although they removed the tombstones, the giant cemetery sign is still out here, as are the jack banners and the pumpkins that are hanging from the bridge going into Ireland. It's fun to see the mishmash of Christmas and Halloween in the park right now. Busch Gardens is offering $1 hot dogs and a free 7-ounce beer during their Member Appreciation Weekend. Of course, that's only for this weekend, but they do have another Member Appreciation Weekend coming up in March. So if you have the chance to stop by and you have a membership, I strongly recommend. There's no guarantee that they'll have these same offers during that weekend, but they'll probably have other kinds of offers. So if you want to take advantage, make sure you stop by when they have their Appreciation Weekend in March. The free 7-ounce beer is a German beer called Hofbrau Original. We've never tried this beer, so it'll be interesting to see how it is. The hot dogs are pretty standard hot dogs, but $1 for theme park food is a really good deal. So you can't beat that. That's a nice perk for having a membership. At the end of Ireland near the bridge still has the jack-o'-lanterns from Howl-o-Scream hanging up. The portion near Grogan's Pub and over closer to the waterfall now have wreaths on the windows and around the area. There are wreaths on the Abbey Stone Theatre as well. The only difference, other than the wreaths in this area so far, is that they have turned off the waterfall over by Castle O'Sullivan for the season. If you were here for Howl-o-Scream, let us know. Was this stage here during Howl-o-Scream and we just missed it? Or have they put this out here recently for Christmas Town? The side of the Abbey Stone Theatre that used to advertise Celtic Fire has currently changed to reflect the new show that's happening during Christmas Town, Gloria. The show was here up until 2019 and then was removed for a couple of seasons and will now be back for the 2023 Christmas Town. A bare bones version of the Lost Mines facade is still standing. They got rid of all of the warning signs, but all of the wood and the TNT is still here. And the Escape from Pompeii sign is still covered up. I'm expecting that they're going to probably keep the covering over the Escape from Pompeii sign for a while, since they'll be doing the light show in this area for Christmas Town, but I guess we'll wait and see until next week when it opens. Most, if not all, of the lights are already adorned on the Escape from Pompeii building. They actually are even in the water already. All of these lights that are down here will be lit blue at nighttime once Christmas Town starts. So they really jumped on this early after the Lost Mines house ended. They already have hundreds, if not thousands, of lights on this building. The entire Festa Italia area of the park is currently closed, including its 3 coasters, one of which is Pantheon. While they decorate for Christmas Town, they are currently in process of decorating as we speak. You can get a quick look at where the progress is. They have big Santa heads hanging down from some garland across the bridge. Near the bridge toward Festa Italia, they also put big multicolored bulbs in these trees that line the walkway, both here and also on the big grassy area that's along the walkway that leads to Festa Italia over here. The walkway through Italy already has its angels with trumpets hanging from the light poles through the walkway. We're going all the way down here past the kiddie rides and the pirate ship. Medusa Head is gone, which isn't unexpected, but I was hoping they would replace it with something fun. I guess there's still time to do so, but right now it's just a barren circle. It's hard to tell because it's not nighttime yet, but the bushes through Italy also have all of their lights adorned on them. It'll be really nice to see what these bushes look like when all the lights are turned on at night. The bar that was in this area at Howl-o-Scream that we never once had the opportunity to see open is now gone entirely. The entire building has been removed, and now instead of a photo opportunity or a bar, it's just an empty space. They have garland hanging off the storefronts going down here. Unfortunately though, none of these stores, as you can see, are open at the moment. A little peek behind the curtain, there are a bunch of boxes scattered everywhere, but I'm not going to get too close to this area. They probably don't want people filming that, but they left it open just a crack. Same goes for the shop over here, also closed for the season. I expected it'll be reopening during Christmas Town, but it's closed this week. Look at the stage for the 3 Wise Men over at the San Marco Theater. They have a lot of decorations up here, but I'm not entirely sure that this will be it by the time the show starts. In addition to all the trees and the backdrop of the Busch Gardens logo, the seating area also has a whole bunch of holiday lights up here. It remains to be seen what color they'll be. I'm assuming they'll be all white, but we'll see once the event starts. The newly completed bridge between Italy and Oktoberfest now has garland around the exterior of each of the canopies that they have along the walkway. It's kind of hard to see in the daytime, but each of the pieces of garland does have lights mixed in, so once it gets a little bit darker, it's going to be very well lit as you walk across here. A very subtle decoration, but on the opposite end of the banks of the Rhine River, they have a few fir trees that are decorated with Christmas lights. All white Christmas lights. You would never notice it unless you're on the bridge between Italy and Oktoberfest or you're on the Rhine River cruise. Looks like the tree for O Tannenbaum is already standing. Whether or not it has all of its lights, I can't tell from back here. It looks like there are a good bit of lights in here, but I don't know if it's all of them. I would assume so. It's hard to see in the daytime. I'm looking forward to when the nighttime show happens and we see this in its full glory. The Fest House has a big banner that says, "We heart our members." Oh, thank you, Busch Gardens. We heart you too. Now, if only you could please change the signs out in front of the Fest House to show the new Christmas Town show that's going to be going on in here instead of Phantoms of the Fest House. The Fest House is having special entertainment just for Member Appreciation Weekend. On Saturday, which is the day we're filming this, they're having Slap Nation showing 2 showtimes. And then tomorrow, Sunday, they're having Good Shot Judy, also 2 showtimes.
Mr. Jonathan Gill on guitar. Give it up.
All of the Halloween gifts have been removed from the Fest House gift shop. Let's take a look at the Christmas replacement items that they have for sale now. Here on this rack are a bunch of Santa hats and elf ears that you can wear. Next to that is the first of several themed Christmas trees that they have. This one is themed to a red and black plaid pattern, and also some Canadian looking items on the tree to match the One Canada store that they have over in New France. And all of the ornaments on these trees, by the way, are for sale. The second tree looks to be angel themed. That's the first of a group of 3 trees that they have in this area. The tree next to that one appears to have a lot of red and white items on them, some Rudolph items, and also they have notes on each one of the trees to let you know that you can buy each of these ornaments that are on these trees. And the third tree in this group is apparently a snowman tree. They have a bunch of snowman related ornaments and baubles on the tree. Next to that are a bunch of stockings that are themed to the Rudolph movie. And they also have a bunch of Loungefly backpacks that are Bumble themed, and you can see there are Christmas lights on the front pouch of the backpack. In front of that, near the cash register, is this tree. It has a bunch of veteran military related items on it, which is nice to see. At the table behind that are some Christmas Town items, logo items. This mug here is $14.99, for example. In addition, they also have this Christmas Town picture frame and a Busch Gardens Williamsburg snow globe. Actually, 2 different designs. This one with the snowman is $24.99. They also have various glassware and dishes that have Christmas trees on them. Matching set plates and cups. And then there's also a different mug for Christmas Town here. This mug is $19.99. Moving over to this rack, they have a light up necklace that is a chain of a bunch of gingerbread men. And then they have a bunch of Busch Gardens Williamsburg / Virginia themed giant round ornaments for your tree. You can see the Busch Gardens logo in cursive with the cardinal. This one, if I can get the box to face the right way, is $19.99. Here's a look at some of the other ornaments that are sitting on this table as well. In front of the register are these little wooden designs here, various buildings. They're very intriguing because they claim that they have a bunch of different surprises inside of each one of them, and there are a lot of different designs, so the sound of there being a surprise in there is really interesting to me. I kind of find these a little bit fascinating, honestly. Several different buildings to choose from. They have at least a dozen of them sitting here. I'm really impressed with the variety also. They vary in price. This one in particular is $26.99. Meanwhile, a smaller one, this one here, is only $24.99. Despite the size difference, there really isn't too significant of a price difference between them, which is kind of surprising. Next to those is another Christmas tree decorated with ornaments that you can purchase. This one has a bunch of Santas. I saw a cardinal in there, various assorted things. That one doesn't really have an obvious theme. This one next to it has a bunch of blue and white items. It's almost kind of a Hanukkah feel, except for the fact that the items are on a tree, and they do say Merry Christmas, so they most certainly are not intended for Hanukkah, even though the color scheme matches. This shelf here has a bunch of Christmas Town lanterns. These look familiar. I believe they were selling these same ones last year, but they're a pretty cool addition to your collection if you've never seen them before. This one has a Santa hat on top of it and has a bunch of Santa-themed ornaments. Next to that is probably my personal favorite, the candy tree. A bunch of candy-based ornaments on here, including these giant candies at the bottom. And the last one is more adult-themed. It has a bunch of alcohol-based decorations, beer, wine, spirits, liquors. And then they have, on their pin shelf, they've already added some of the Christmas-themed pins. Here's a Christmas train in various parts. There are 4 different pins in the set for the train. They are $14.99 a piece, which is pretty much average for Busch Gardens pins. There's some nutcrackers, some trees. This bell in particular is all the way back from 2022 that they still have available. They have a Holiday Hills pin, and they have a couple of these blind boxes. They sold some of these blind boxes last year, but they brought them back officially. They are $26.99 a piece. Around the other side of the display, they have various lanyards and lanyard pouches for Christmas Town. They have 4 different pouch designs and 4 different designs for the lanyards. On the next rack, there are a couple of different Christmas-themed blankets that you can unroll. This one actually says Busch Gardens Christmas Town on it. And the cost of that one is $54.99. But it's convenient that you can keep it wrapped up and takes up less space that way. They also have some little plush figurines, some Santas, some elves, some little tiny hats, some present boxes that are also for sale, and this Santa plate as well. On this side they have these little penguins, some little tiny ornaments, this big pile of snowballs, which is a snowball fight on the bucket. It looks like you can't separate them, so it's just for display purposes. You actually can't fight with those snowballs. Unrelated, some figurines, some glass figurines, and then there's these little elves on the top shelf that are plush. Kind of tiny, you can see my hand here for a reference. And these little elves are $17.99 a piece. Other than the giant Christmas tree, the decorations in Oktoberfest are a little bit lackluster. They basically just have the garland hanging down from all of the various games that they have over here, and they also have it hanging from the store over here, which yet again the store is open. When we were here for Howl-o-Scream, we noticed it open, and I had mentioned that that was the first time in a long time that I'd seen it open, but it looks like it's open today again. So maybe they're going to be opening these stores on a more consistent basis, or maybe they're just open later in the year, I'm not sure. But it is good to see them open regardless. Your gratuitous Dark Coaster update at around 4:30 on a Saturday, the first Saturday in November. The wait is only 45 minutes. I'm chalking the low wait time up to the fact that the park has short hours, and this is an in-between period between Halloween and Christmas. Although there's some wreath and garland at the top of their market plots, the store itself is entirely closed, including the drink shop that's actually in the door to the far left over here, the drink and snack shop. So I'm assuming they're tearing down all of the Howl-o-Scream decorations they have in there and retheming it for Christmas. I guess we'll see next week. Funny to see that Bar Castle Spirits is still offering their Howl-o-Scream menu, so they're giving everybody one last weekend to order the Howl-o-Scream specialties until they switch over to the Christmas Town menu. Taking advantage of the menu that's going away soon and also the short lines at Bar Castle Spirits, Jen got the Mystery Mojito, which it lists on the menu that it's a mixture of rum and mint, so it sounds just like a regular mojito. I'm not sure what the mystery is. Jen's gonna try it and we'll find out. So what's the mystery? In addition to Jen trying it, I tried a little sip of it just out of curiosity. We both think that the mystery is lemonade. It tastes a little bit citrusy, mainly like lemon. So we got some of the rum, we got the mint on the back end, and we got a flavor of lemonade for some reason. That's really interesting. Jen said she enjoyed it. She gives it a thumbs up. It's also cool that it comes in a special light up glass. I'm really surprised that they still have some of these left over from Howl-o-Scream. That's a really nice and tall glass. All of the spirits that were hanging from the light poles exiting Oktoberfest and going into Germany have been removed to be replaced with more lights. Can't wait to see what this looks like at nighttime. I'm wondering if they're going to be purple. Near the Kinder Carousel, there's a spot that we believe used to have a bench. In place of that bench, they removed it and instead put in another digital map. This one is particularly large compared to most of the other screens. It's interesting that they replaced a bench with this, though, because one of the suggestions that we heard people suggesting for improvements at Busch Gardens was to put more benches. So the fact that they got rid of a bench is an interesting decision. In the Germany area near the Welcome Center, where the giant cuckoo clock is, they have this Countdown to Christmas photo spot. There isn't actually a countdown on it, so I'm not sure why it says Countdown to Christmas, but it's nice that they've added a photo spot over here, especially since they got rid of the one in Italy. It's funny that the store in Germany that has a year-round Christmas section is taking so long to get rid of all of their remaining Halloween decorations. I understand that they're having a sale on some of their Howl-o-Scream merchandise here, but the fact that they still have all of this decoration up here is kind of strange. I figured they would have taken that down by now and gotten ready for Christmas in the rest of the store. They still have all this available. The middle room of the store that had some Howl-o-Scream hoodies does also still have some Howl-o-Scream hoodies available, but a lot of the Howl-o-Scream hoodies have now been replaced by Christmas Town hoodies. It's essentially the exact same design, except the words Howl-o-Scream have been replaced with Christmas Town. The price is probably still the same. They are on sale just like they were with the Howl-o-Scream hoodies. They are $29.99, which is a pretty good deal. The Christmas area of the store has a lot of the same merchandise that they have year-round, and also have added some of the same merchandise that we saw over inside the Fest House. But there is one thing that's kind of noteworthy that they have for sale here. They have this stocking that has the Christmas Town logo on it, and also has the Fest House on it, and the the Big Ben over in the England area. That's a really nice detail for the park, but the problem is that the stocking is $40. It's made out of a pretty coarse fabric. It's nothing super special outside of the design, so it's a little bit pricey, but if you find that it's in your price range, it's a really nice stocking. The gift shop near Alpengeist that was pretty much predominantly a Sesame Street gift shop has now been replaced by general merchandise. There's some Sesame Street things still here, but for the most part, it's just your general, they have a rack of assorted t-shirts, they have flip-flops, they have a bunch of 2022 merchandise that they've been trying to get rid of for almost 2 years. They have some magnets, lanyards, random bags of cotton candy. And they also have these glasses from 2022 that they've been trying to get rid of for 2 years. Interesting. I wonder why they decided to remove all the Sesame Street stuff. Probably because they have a big enough gift shop over in the Forest of Fun. But in addition to removing all of the Sesame Street merchandise, the things that are in that store are up to 70% off for the time being. It looks like they haven't made any effort yet whatsoever to remove the meat market scare zone from the New France area. Even though everything is covered up, it's still out here. I know it's a big area and probably will take some time to clean up, but they were quick to clean up a bunch of other stuff. I'm really surprised to see that so much is still out here in this area. They haven't even taken the time to drive the meat market van out of here yet. I guess they're going country by country, and New France is last on their list to clean up all of the Howl-o-Scream decorations. The general store in New France has what I believe is a brand new selection of wolf merchandise. They have these wolf cubs with a Busch Gardens logo on the corner. This t-shirt. And they also have some little plush wolves with a little floppy safari hat on, a little miniature snow globe, and educational book on wolves. Down here they have some wolf mugs. And they have a larger plush wolf, and a wolf-based picture frame. So just for an example, to give you an idea, the little miniature snow globes, $14.99. These t-shirts, which I believe are child-sized t-shirts, are $27.99. Even though there wasn't much in the way of decoration in France, they didn't bother yet to get rid of this guillotine. I'm sure it's coming soon, but I'm very curious whether that giant cake is still there as well. They have, however, taken the time to put multicolored lights around each of the windows above the walkway, both here and off to the side and the next overhang. Every single building around here has the multicolored lights, but yet they still didn't remove that guillotine. This window decoration, complete with a severed hand down here. Well, that's unexpected. They took the time to remove the giant cake, but they kept the small guillotine. Interesting decision. Scarecrows along the walkway through the Wolf Haven and the Lower Keep Glen are still standing, so they haven't bothered to take these down yet either. So even though it doesn't seem like it, I can assure you that this video was filmed after Howl-o-Scream. You can see the cemetery sign behind me. It's an interesting combination, as I said earlier, of Howl-o-Scream and Christmas Town. But it was nice to get a little bit of a sneak preview of what they're doing for Christmas Town coming next week. We hope you enjoyed looking at the decorations and also seeing what they have available for the Member Appreciation Week. So if you decide to get a membership yourself, or if you already have a membership, keep in mind that there will be another Member Appreciation Week coming in March, and it will probably be somewhat similar to this one. Some free items, maybe some extra rides that non-members don't get to do. They do treat their members pretty well here, so we hope you enjoy yourself if you do decide to come and get a membership. So if you enjoyed the video, we'd appreciate it if you would like it, and also subscribe to the channel. Every like and subscribe really helps the channel. And also, please be sure to check out our Instagram page, which is appearing up in the corner right now. And right below that is our Threads page that Jen is showing you right now. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks for watching, but the fun's not over yet. Click the box in front of my face for another fun video, or click my tree to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss another video.